Welcome back. Now, despite growing calls and high-level endorsements backing President Bola Tinubu for a second term, the All Progressives Congress APC says the race for its 2027 presidential ticket remains wide open. In a move that underscores the party's commitment to internal democracy, APC's National Organizing Secretary Sulaiman Mohammed Argungu announced that while President Tinubu enjoys overwhelming support from top party organs, other aspirants will not be barred from contesting in the party's primaries. Speaking during an interactive session with journalists at the party's National Secretariat in Abuja, Argungu confirmed that the National Working Committee of the Progressives Governors Forum, led by Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma, and the National Assembly leadership under Senate President Godswill Akpabio have all publicly endorsed Tinubu for re-election, citing what they described as his outstanding performance in office. However, he made it clear that endorsement is not imposition. Argungu said the APC as a party is built on democratic ideals and will provide a level playing field now for any member who wishes to challenge the president in a transparent and competitive primary process. I'm now being joined on the program by Felix Morka, who is a spokesperson of the APC. That's the national spokesperson of the APC now. So Morka, thank you very much for joining us on the program. I just want you to expatiate on the position of Mr. Argungu, that's your National Organizing Secretary. With all the endorsements we have seen, I'm just wondering, wouldn't it be out of place for anyone to seek to aspire, contest the ticket now with the president after all these endorsements?
Thank you so much, Deji, for having me. No, it's not out of place at all. I think it's more consistent with the expectations of a democratic system. And our party prides itself to be a democratic party, a progressive party, where we have respect for the rule of law and for our own, tenets and principles of inclusion and participation. So we will not trifle with that idea. Yes, it is true. Virtually every sector of our party, has come out to endorse and, pass votes of confidence on Mr. President for the outstanding job that he's done, even at midterm in his first term. And yes, the party is very, excited and supportive of the initiatives, the reforms of this president, which are now beginning to yield undeniable results. Now, with that said, we still have our party constitution. That party who is eligible to aspire to any position in the party. And that's exactly what, His Excellency Argungu was saying. Yes, that, anyone who aspires, despite our very support of this president, to aspire to compete with him at primaries, they're welcome to. But I think that, again, people make that
time to seek to want to do that.
Calculation.
Don't you think it will be a waste of time for those who would want to do that?
No, that is not for me or for anyone to decide, for those who may have a reason to aspire. That is a decision that they make for themselves. So whatever decision they make, should they, then, the point that they are making is that they are welcome their forms and submit themselves to that scrutiny at the primary. But we don't tell them what to do. All we officials, our job is to put the facility available to anyone who may wish to aspire. And that's the role we bear.
Likelihood that, your party will be running against the former vice president of this country, Atiku Abubakar, because he's confirmed that he is definitely going to be on the ballot in 2027. What would be your reaction to that? And, he said, look, Nigerians are in for, the world, in fact, is in for a shock, and that your party will be thrown out, that your party has not done well at all, and, that it's been a disaster, and that, the world is in for a shock.
No, Elijah Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president, is a joke. He's done this now serially and lost serially. There's no prospect that Nigerians will entrust the fate and fortunes of this country to Alhaji Abubakar, who has a very solid record of service. I mean, the man that he worked with, the former president of Nigeria, President Obasanjo, has repeatedly, about his assessment of this individual. So, we're not concerned about a man who has run, so many times and lost. Nigerians have made it clear that he is not to be trusted with the leadership of this country. And so he may aspire as he may, and he says that on the platform of ADC that has yet to confirm its eligibility even to submit candidacy because of their own, internal crisis that Atiku Abubakar has not managed to resolve. He was in the PDP went flat on his tummy because of his, insane ambition, his inordinate ambition. He wouldn't sit tight in the PDP to fix the problem of that party. He bolts away to the ADC, thinking that Nigerians, can be taken for granted. He can't take Nigerians for granted all the time. So, we wish him the best of luck, but we're not concerned about his recent, comments and statements.
Final question now. Your party did well in the just concluded by-elections across the country, no doubt at all. But then some of your party members have come out to say, look, the outcome of that, the by-elections we've had is a clear demonstration of the parties how well the parties accepted. And it's an endorsement of what, the current administration has done. But really, on the face of it, wouldn't you say, look, in 2027, it just might be completely different because in the case of these by-elections, local issues actually were at the center stage and not national issues, so to speak?
Well, that's not entirely true because that was not the the campaign mantra of the opposition. When the opposition speaks about the APC, the Nigerians will reject APC at any future election because, according to them, that the APC and the administration have not met the expectations of Nigerians. But the very Nigerians that they often portray as though they control the views and the sentiments and the opinions of Nigerians came out, overwhelmingly in this by-election to vote massively for our party, winning 13 seats of the 17 or so seats that were up for grab. That's an overwhelming victory and statement by Nigerian electorate that they have confidence in our party and that they support and stand with this president of progress, who is transforming Nigeria inch by inch, sector by sector, repositioning this country for sustainable growth. Nigerians know what's going on, and they know the party that is working for the peace and the progress of this country. It's not those who sit idly, do nothing. Look at the ADC, Atiku's, party. Look at what they did. I mean, of the 17 seats, what did they win? They couldn't even, put up any serious contest anywhere at all. And so when they come and make this assessment, we don't take them seriously. They are just, a bunch of jokers, quite frankly.
I think we'll just have to leave it there. Thank you very much, Mr. Felix Nwaka, for coming on the program and talking to us. We really appreciate this. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Well, that's how much we can take on the program this week. I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.